Hi students, this is Prakash sir. Today we are discussing in our 10th class first chapter India relief features. In this chapter we discuss about the relief features of India. In the subsequent chapter such as climate of India, Indian rivers and water resources and the people. We would examine how they are linked with the relief features. What do you mean by the relief features? The features which are relatable to the landscape, particular area is called a relief feature, like mountains, plains, valleys, deserts, islands. These features are called a relief features. Before we discuss the relief features, we are going to discuss about location of our country. Where did our country is located? When we find the globe or the map pointing, you can see many lines. The lines which are passed from the west to east or north to south. We can call them like latitudes and longitudes. The line which are passed from west to the east, these lines are called a latitudes. They are in horizontal shape. The lines which are passed from north to south, these lines are called longitudes. They are in vertical shape. So these latitudes and longitudes are very useful to specify the regions, to specify the place. Now we will discuss about where our country is located in latitudes and longitudes. India is very extensive country. It is located in the southern hemisphere or southeast hemisphere in our world. In the latitudes, 8 degree 4 inches north latitude to the 37 degree 6 inches north latitudes. Means India is situated in the latitude lines 8 degree 4 inches north latitude to the 37 degree 6 inches north latitudes, and in the longitudes 68 degree 7 inches east longitude to the 97 degree 25 inches east longitudes. It means India is situated in between of these latitudes and longitudes. These longitudes are play very important roles to fix the time or to fix the time zone. There are number of longitudes are passed in our Indian map. From the west to the east, it means 37 degree 6 inches north latitude to 97 degree 25 inches east longitudes. From these longitudes, we can find 13 longitudes are passing. Each longitude, there is a time gap 4 minutes. So when we consider this, there is a time variation across the regions. To avoid these confusions, this time variation is going to create confusions among the different place of the peoples. To avoid these confusions, we are taken among this all longitude one center longitude, which is a 82 degree 30 inches east meridian. Longitudes are also called a meridian. This is passed near Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. So, what kind of the time we can find on the clock, which is fixed entire the country, and these longitudes are being called a Indian Standard Meridian. 82 degree 30 inches meridian is called Indian Standard Meridian. It is reference to the Indian Standard Time. And our Indian Standard Time is a 5.5 hours ahead of the Greenwich Mean Time. So this is our locations of country. India is situated in the latitudes and longitudes. And next we discuss about our distance of our country, measurement of our country. Total area of our country is 32,000 32 lakh 87,263 square kilometer. India stands seventh largest country in the world. And when I measure the country from north to south, 3,214 kilometers. And when I measure to our country from west to east, 2,933 kilometers. These are the distance of our country from north to south and west to east. And we will discuss next geological background of our country. Now we are going to start geological background. Geological background means how the shape and structures of different landmass are formed, how the different kind of relief features are originated. Now in the 9th class we discuss about movement of earth crust. The Indian landmass is a part of the Gondwana land. This Gondwana land is formed due to the geological process and several formal process like weathering, erosion and deposition. Through this process, the different kind of the landmass, shape and structures are formed. Today what we find our Indian shape, Indian structures, this is created to create that it taken 200 million years. Over the many years, it is taken place. Several processes were taken place to create and modify present physical features of our country. Mostly the world countries originated mainly two giant landforms. One is Angara, which is called Laurasia. Second is Gondwana land. Our Indian peninsular plate is a part of the Gondwana land. Let us continue from this onwards. The Gondwana land, our Indian peninsular plate is a part of the Gondwana land. This Gondwana land over the 20 billion years ago is split into two pieces. One piece which is called Gondwana Peninsula Plate. This Gondwana Peninsula Plate is moved the northeastern side and it is collided to the Eurasia Plate. Owing to this collision and compression force, the folding mountains are formed, which are called relief features of Himalayas. And in this manner, the Himalayas are originated. Owing and collision and compression force with the Eurasia plate means our peninsular plate, which is moved toward the northeastern side, it is collided with the Eurasia. Due to this collision and compression force, the folding mountains are emerging, what we call Himalayas. And our peninsular plate is break off in the north corner part. This north corner part break off into piece and it is formed a shallow basin. This basin is filled with the sediments, pebbles and rocks which are carried by the Himalayan rivers from northern side and peninsular rivers from the southern side. Due to this, northern plain is formed, which is called Indo-Gangetic Plain. Our Indian Peninsula Plate is one of the ancient land block on the earth's surface. So these are the geological background. In what way the Himalayas are formed and Indo-Gangetic Plain, it means northern plain is originated. Next we discuss. We are discussing now the another topic, the main topic of this lesson. We are discussing the main concept, the main topic of our lesson, the relief features. Now we are going to come the main concept, relief features of India. The Indian landmass can be divided into six major relief divisions. They are Himalayas, Indo-Gangetic Plain, Peninsular Plateau, deserts, coastal plain, and islands. These are the major six relief features of our country, physiographic features of our country. And we will discuss each and every one relief features detailedly in our class. First, we discuss about Himalayas. Himalayas are runs from our country west to east direction in the arch shape, about the 2400 kilometers. The distance which are the Himalayas carries in our country 2400 kilometers. The Himalayas are, there is variation across the region, even in the width, even in the height. There is a width variations in the western side 500 kilometers, in central side 200 kilometers, and eastern side 200 kilometers. These are the width variations across the regions. Western side 500 kilometers, central and eastern side 200 kilometers. The Himalayas are three parallel ranges are there. So there are the three types of the Himalayas: Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas, and Shivalik. Greater Himalayas are called Himadri, Lesser Himalayas are called Himachal, and Lower Himalayas are called Shivalik. Now we discuss first one, Greater Himalayas. The Greater Himalayas are continuous ranges. The most of the height of the Himalayas we can find in the Greater Himalayas. The more than 6,100 meters above, certain kind of the altitude or the height of the mountains we can find in the Greater Himalayas. This Greater Himalayas mostly composed with the snow and ice. You can find glaciers. Due to the seasonal accumulation of ice, movement of the ice, melting of the glacier, we are finding here perennial river. What do you mean by the perennial rivers? The rivers which are contain huge water body throughout the life. Certain kind of the rivers are called a perennial rivers. And the southern part of Himadri, southern part of the Greater Himalayas is Lesser Himalayas, which are called Himachal ranges. These Lesser Himalayas are composed with the rugged relief. Rugged relief means it is not a smooth place then compared to the Greater Himalayas. In Greater Himalayas, we find snow and ice. But here you can find a rugged relief. It is composed with the rocks and sediments. And the Lesser Himalayas, the range of Lesser Himalayas are 3,700 meters to 4,100 meters. Some important ranges are in Lesser Himalayas like Pir Panjal, Mahabharat ranges. This Lesser Himalayas are also very famous for the valleys. Kashmir Valley, Khandra Valley, Kulu Valley. And not only that, these Lesser Himalayas are famous for the hill stations like Shimla, Mussoorie, Ran, and Darjeeling. These are the features of the Lesser Himalayas. And third, we discuss about the Shivalik. The lowermost part of the Himalayas are called a Shivalik ranges. These Shivaliks, the width of the Shivalik is 50 meters, 10 to 50 meters. There is a width across the region of Shivalik. The altitudinal variations, it means height of the mountains, the ranges, averagely it is a 900 meters to 1100 meters. These Shivaliks are called different names in the different regions. In Jammu Kashmir, it's called Jammu Hills. In Arunachal Pradesh, it's called Mishmi Hills. In Assam, it's called a Kachar. Different regions, different names are called the Shivalik ranges. In the Shivalik, we can find the features of dunes. What do you mean by the dunes? Dunes means the valleys which are flows from the lesser Himalayas to Shivalik. In between the lesser Himalayas to Shivalik, the valleys which are flow, they are called a dunes. Means from the lesser Himalayas onwards, this lesser Himalayas onwards or in between of the Shivalik, the what valleys are flows, these valleys are called a dunes. Kotli Dun, Patli Dun, Dera Dun. These are the one of the important, some of the prominent duns which are flows between the lesser Himalayas and Shivalik. So these are the features of the three ranges like Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas and Shivalik. Now we discuss another concept, another topic in the Indian relief features, Purvanchals. We are called Purvanchal states, or we are called as a northeastern states. What states we call Purvanchal? Or when we call these ranges or these states as a Purvanchal, we discuss today concept. The Brahmaputra river which is flowing eastern side. The Brahmaputra river is flow eastern side. This Brahmaputra river when it is flowed toward the eastern side toward our country. Now this Himalayas also continuously passing toward the flowing of the Brahmaputra river. In Arunachal Pradesh, near Dihang Valley, these Himalayas are taking airfield bend to the south. Means Himalayas are turning toward the southern side. These Himalayas are act as a boundaries of our country. And this now the Brahmaputra river which is flows and in Arunachal Pradesh near Dihang Valley, Himalayas are taking airfield bend to the south, and this will act as a boundaries of our country, the boundaries between India and Myanmar. And then after this Himalayas are taking northeastern state. So for this reason, this region is called northeastern state, or they are called a Purvanchal. In shortly we can say Purvanchal means Pur means 5. There are the 5 type of the ranges are there in the northeastern state. One is Patka Hills, Naga Hills, Mani Hills, Mizo Hills and Kasi Hills. Because of these 5 ranges, these states are called Purvanchal. Patka Hills in Arunachal Pradesh, Naga Hills in Nagaland, Mani Hills in Manipur, Mizo Hills in the Mizoram, Kasi Hills in the Tripura. Because of these 5 ranges, this region is called a Purvanchal. Purvanchal means the ranges which are the 5 ranges in the particular regions like Patka Hills, Naga Hills, Mani Hills, Mizo Hills and Kasi Hills. Due to these 5 ranges, these northeastern states are called a Purvanchal states. Next we discuss. Now we are discussing about how the Himalayas are influence the climate of our country. The Himalayas have played very important role to change the atmosphere, to change the climate of our country. These Himalayas are act as a boundaries of our country. Okay. Now the Himalayas act as a barriers which are protecting the cold winds which are blow from the Central Asian countries like Siberia. From Siberia onwards, cold winds are blowing towards our country. during the winter seasons. So these Himalayas are stopping the cold winds entering into the northern plain. Already India very cool temperatures during the winter season. So if this cold winds are entered to our country, it becomes a very severe cool temperatures. So that's why these Himalayas are act as the barriers and protecting the cold winds which are entering into the northern plain. And this Himalayas is also cause a summer rain in the northern plain. Mostly we get the rainfall due to the western Ghats. So southwest monsoon. From this onwards we can get the rainfall in our country. In the Himalaya region, in the summer seasons, we get the rainfall due to the Himalayas. If these Himalayas are not there, this place would be remain a dry place. Why? Because of the Himalayas, perennial rivers are originating, like Indus, Ganga, and Brahmaputra. So because of this place is remaining perennial rivers and it is very fertile soil which are suitable for the agriculture. In this manner, the Himalayas are influence the climate of our country. With this concept.